My never say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there. See them yopo.
Ghana baya Prezamama. Any professor Nana di animini say one more ayisika 350 million. I'm told only 50 million account from Parliament. Say omo de baba shaboa. Na sasika no kwamina Afenyo-Markin account ho asem kakra. Yeti.
Yesterday's flooding is the clearest evidence that this task force produced no meaningful intervention on the ground. If serious drainage works, the silting of flood mitigation infrastructure had been undertaken, the impact of the rains, however heavy, would have been measurably reduced. Instead, entire neighborhoods went underwater, exposing the gap between government rhetoric and government delivery. The minority is calling on this House to establish a parliamentary committee specifically mandated to investigate the conduct of the Flood Preparedness Task Force and the relevant government ministries and agencies in the lead up to this disaster. That inquiry must establish what work, if any, the task force undertook since its establishment, what funds were allocated to it, and how they were spent, what specific mitigation measures were planned and implemented, and why none of this prevented or meaningfully reduced the impact of foreseeable seasonal flooding. Those found responsible for negligence or dereliction of duty must be held accountable. Pending the outcome of this inquiry, the minority demands that all members of the task force step aside from their roles. This is not a presumption of guilt. It is a basic standard accountability that any institution facing serious questions over its conduct should observe, so that the investigation can proceed without interference, and so that those under scrutiny are not left to oversee the very response to a crisis their own inaction may have worsened.
And no minority for your press conference as usual. One say tax force our Parliament Yanti Committee na omonhwehwe dwumadi pote terms of reference I the ma omono sika ya the man crofo no na Parliament Yanti Committee no mohwehwe omo invest womo nyahwehwemu ewo committee no dwumadi omudi since last year March. Na enema bi bobo de ba kwamina Afenyo-Markin was born here ECG aguno Ghana water and Akufo Ghana water Akufo the first time kwamina Afenyo-Markin was born here and matiti say CID for investigating the report am Attorney General etika MPP ni assign hwan a osum under Akufo and no call for say Yenti parliamentary probe to investigate a committee under John Mahama. And now Yenti yama account and money say sika abana sha afena almost spend it on a certain crophobia wamo and wakuka game. I don't know about Barney person. Your friend say one person only go crime. Say the bed is CNN, no. Was it you know that account function or no Afenyo-Markin? They can't be. I do my friend say a beautiful nonsense from this dishonorable member of parliament for Ifutu. The NDC government and shut down for the young people for accountable enough. And you can find out one side near where your principal suspect. Because God is saying you know no, but a conformity to come ha and says so mukasa. But that's about my free day. And Kakwamina Afenyo-Markin send why to call for parliamentary probe. One no. Baseless allegations. I won't make you a parliament. No patcho or credibility. Only credibility. Afenyo-Markin need credibility. But because of politics, what comes as a become Afenyo-Markin. Yes, the report to be ready. CID for the Attorney General. Report no, Nyame child me sakambi. Attorney General to or young day. And the Mama, the speech no come out Republic Day National. Semekase ni kum na mayin one after the other. Maybe some questions are on one who betete. Any asofo mpanimfua omunam chiro pankrofo chawo me banie onodiman bidie ye ba fore ya onode kese ba timude munya no sankwase asem no nyame mpe sa asofo no firi nyame sofo bi obe for president sofo bi abekoko pa obi wodi Ghana boni achawo wonye sofo papa na wu abekọ bonsam jam se wo de a ubekom say show bonsam jam a ye de anwa asiso. And Mr. President, I'll say it again. Sir, NDC benyankwa after your tenure, ejina so. NDC so enyankwa na obewu ejina so. Obenyasafo yebu de be yanka na sem.
Ade bia ye nipa ena eye no. Ye can be say if all things being equal.
Say never call.
Savvy enye prophecy.
That's true.
Prophecy in divine intervention in Yankopon dia ma say we ne me doba or so many. Enti so anko ye Yankopon doba na ye so washem control enye nyame asem no ka kire wo na wo ye. But the moment you are dealing with human beings, you know, they can change any day.
That's true.
Bet me abase me NDC ni. Me koto aba meto ama NDC. But on election day, obi bet me ahye mabufu ama decide semento.
Yeah.
What did the veteran say? Until that one can affect the survey. What did the veteran say? Until so asha in yenya so aye politics, you know, political science will tell you say, student will tell you say, one day is enough for political something to change in the election.
Okay.
One day. Hey, you bet me abasa ade betia me ato aba no. Obi bet me akasem ba akope.
Na ko change bibia.
Be change bibia. Enti survey enye divine intervention. Enti I was wondering, say why survey? Na afedi asa or the emotions e wuram.
Okay.
What did they mention? I said, washem, come now, that is the problem I had with him. After I was always wagon. Because, surveyor, you can say, or state say, survey na me and it was accurate. I did not take into consideration the inducements.
That's true.
And inducement about. Nobody conduct a survey and add inducement to it.
Of course.
And even Kasa call is our elections on Krano in one or the other vindicated.
Yes.
The survey.
Yes. And survey then so no. Oh, you know the babontia. You want people to use it, isn't it?
That's true.
And ubet me a survey diaba selection aye kono justice elusu. Nothing stopped me from using your data to ask myself why am I losing?
Yeah.
It may happen, say, because me message then tongue of 40.
There's so far another strategy.
Me find another strategy. To make me the last minute message be a bar. It can do wonders.
Not to cut you. One of the half a seat, maybe a brown no.
Yes.
One of the half a seat, maybe. Bibi Opoku. Pious. Pious ne Baumia aid economy. Gideon Boako.
Yeah.
Na Musa Dankwa in 2024. Data actually say Pious win about 73-74%.
Yes.
But at 10 years.
Share.
Atene.
Minim
Yeah,
say,
atene.
minim say, what that's all.
Yes.
I think 3 days to election,
Yes.
2024.
Yeah.
Me better now studio ha. Me catch number of seats here NDC ebe wini.
Yeah.
Obia doubt it. Me starting wo mu room ha. Obia doubt it figure no.
Say na jubina na free.
Yes, na be free you buy no. Me better na ha. And na me ka say ye be wini ensawo mu adu agiri. Basi anhwe security here.
Ebeto afaso.
Ebeto afaso. What did the mention say? I knew what I was saying. Based on certain information.
Okay.
And that information can be wrong. And it's like politics, I say economic analysis. Oh yeah, you can't take human factor out.
That's true.
In Suyire Bayukra can cause so many things.
Yeah.
I won't say
The election
this year.
Ballot box.
Because we are expecting a certain rain pattern. What is if it fails? What if it rains more than that? Which you don't have control over it. So that is the only issue I have. And on kosonya the oyena.
Into the data net to her.
You leave it.
More for emotions.
No, you leave it.
You explaining no ma.
Why this? Why that? Why this? And nobody can also tell you, say, researchers and opinion polls also don't control or manipulate data.
Okay.
They do.
You decide what you want to survey on. Why even that?
Okay.
What's the veteran say?
Yeah.
Why even that?
APF for them.
Obia, they control. You decide what. Musa dan kwenti me nhwe manim. En kan kire me say research awaye nyina na polls awaye nyina no publish it.
Okay. Okay. A bit for private consumption.
Me say bi bebre ontimi nhwe manim nkan kire me da. And any information data unya nyina so no de to abonten.
Yeah. I know they are no prayer.
And question ne kura u bisa no what prompted you with those questions?
Question na the kwabonte.
Question now the kwabonte no. Enti researcher bia no o ko field a o wo de wo tirim na de o ko hwehwe.
Okay.
Na wa ko pe confirmation. What is the matter? It is made those things na there. And omo can say as a mwa aban no. I side with them. Obia ni ho obetimi wo ndis mo obetimi aka kire o say. Musa dankwa a survey no. Inya effect on the government.
Okay.
I'm telling you. Enka party ni leadership and who did the front of the party can break the party.
Oh, Samum.
Yes. Maming ma example.
Metiopa.
Yato aba ama national executive.
Yeah.
General secretary. National chairman. What did I mention? I say? And all other executives. President Mahama ayin appointees. Nancy want to say a Greek ministry. Ese sika omuhia education. Ese sika omuhia dia education ministry no ana omu ministry no finance minister e release skadenko. Onte
Yeah.
Ofo so omudin ema ese omo pese omo contest election obra omo ankasa mi omo anu nkan ya enkasa die we news. Is it the first time budget projection is different from budget actualization? And government coffers, when you are spending, you look at the items, order of importance. Asara ban sika yedi because sika ni ni ho bebre afeni sika no korehwe aban say me expect say menya sika dodo sei sika na mma mumu en wa fa de odi sika no beba nkakra de aba no de ehe ne sese me use de ye adwuma first de ehe ni hia sesi a de ehe ne be hia o kire.
Okay.
The finance minister must take that decision. Enti ebia o ministry na wo no budget no portion I demand we don't need it today. We may need it tomorrow. But ye hear adwuma ni bi esika ni bi nso a ye bedi ne ne. Enti ministry be benefit, other ministry will not benefit.
Okay.
Normal. Ato Forcing will not be the last person to apply that. And he's not the first person to applying that. And news way. National Chairman, thank you to no.
Yes.
Opa, we are century for phone. Bisa any member of parliament. Bisa any DC. Ne catch and say, Chairman bow constituency wa ma kaya na se kenye.
Okay. I say one day my editorial.
What did the mention say? And it will amuse me to hear one person Beka say, wa ma me constituency. Okay. But people were reading meanings to it. Yeah. Why? Because there is a survey in the say or contest election.
Na nyeso o contest or no so
enti why pa any benya se uwa bam na ubu aban.
Yeah.
Na o party leadership and so a try se obube control the emotions of your political party for you.
Your base.
Share aban no 6 months. Na hit a free for mobile. Munyina mo ya we.
Na no thing. Na criteria wouldn't be far.
Share enye national chairman and then no tomb ebra recruitment buy ya. Kanipa beti timutaka say no.
Anokra.
Meboa.
Anokra.
Enti henen ko bejina kasa asem. And all these things, people were reading meanings to it. Why? Because there is a survey I didn't account presidential contest. And none aspect affected party badly. Sen Kenya sa I ene obia mie na non kan.
Yeah.
And yemfo obia din mae eso contest election and ka we enye news. And ka we enya sem ene unu obi kasa kora na ase between national chairman, between the chief of staff, between certain ministers. Or you're careful to mention somebody's name. Yes, sir. Obeka say, I support this or support that. Yeah. Within one political party. Why should we do
one that? Of the hopefuls, maybe. Nipa bini ko di nkomo. And now I say on why a survey. Okay. NDC MPs now parliament in when baby will be a support for.
Imagine.
And so imagine say.
Sa nipa no akone ho. Eso okoje mwadi akone constituency. Look at what will happen.
It is even affecting even most of the pro stations and
yes.
Yeah, Phil said
yes.
What our boss must
yes.
Only waiting to
yes.
Meanwhile.
Yes.
So affecting it.
Yes.
I understand.
Maybe my point no. Research survey it costs.
Of course.
Yes. The cost is not coming from Musa Dankwa's pockets.
No, I know you don't have.
No. Watch it. I'm not casting any aspersion on his integrity as an organization. But be a race survey piano. Where say somebody sponsored the survey.
I'm coming.
As for that one there,
I'm coming.
Okay.
International make me at fair. Maybe my target market in Ghana.
Okay.
But I want to use Ghana as a case study to draw investors and me firm. I can on my own make me bottom sika
budgets
to invest because I'm looking for the future. Yeah. Because Ghana no data yet here. Share yet data here. And what are man this year popular now? It's about the People's Manifesto. You guys went out there. Who be sang Crawford near ma. Good body am the buy. 2020. Now it was part of manifesto. And your proposals from the small scale miners. That gave you the idea. Do you get it? And until say more project am more your eye. Senkamo yes a big pushy. And you will be a big push on here, says, yeah. Oh, here, oh, boy, I can't be. Road leading to the crib, ya gusso. Big push on here. To see a big push or no, and final. Do you get it? And there will be a family bet me at chance. And I'm because you watch it. I want to contest for elections. And the mouse now, we have a credible institutional, a banner post or yard. Urban ratings are the positives are higher than the other aspect no. I can also no. Never can watch it. It's two ways.
Yeah.
The person can invest his own money to use Ghana for other market.
2 ways. No, you sue one. Yeah, can't the corona.
No,
maybe they're not making just say emphatic. Me say
okay.
2 ways. No, I'm happy you said 2 ways.
Yeah,
2 ways. No, for 1 way.
Yeah,
me for 1 way.
No,
no,
2 things no applicable.
Applicable.
Yeah,
it will count one who has a make one who has.
Okay.
What need me nyina egu nkwan na ne no na mom de me kan say
yeah
ye nyina ye wo ye ambition, but you look at the collective. What is the collective interest?
Who should look at the collective?
Oh, make a young party.
Okay. Because if you are Kazi Musa Dankwa.
No.
Can website that way party chairman as secretary.
No.
Because okay, be
me make say the o can. Because on idea. Then your person will say or NDC.
I get you.
What did they make say?
Yeah.
But my premise be say be a beneficiary. And those beneficiaries who no say no matter who becomes our flag bearer.
Yeah.
If this government fails, that person cannot succeed.
That's true. 100%.
A fact. Enti say adiena wo koye no, whether you are sponsoring, whether you are promoting it no, who say be affected party negatively there, and you cannot be a beneficiary of it. And at this point, nobody can convince me just to say among the NDC community now, nobody has interest in Musa Dankwa's survey and trying to invest or invest in.
Interest.
What is your mention? Yes, that is the point I'm making.
Yeah.
Quite apart from that, I think there are other important aspects. That is what we should concentrate on at this point.
Okay. As government or as party?
I had near me. Now, party, we don't deal with issues.
Okay.
Me, I did be a major home then. Me future.
Okay.
And son ma take a decision.
Okay.
Because they happy ne and I'm on to a tune and ra and son and ne at the end easy. Watch it. Me ba ha bribi. Ne masem a me kan say party for no. Emma pointees bre. So kai.
Me ka ba.
Na me pebra ma pointees no. Na wati adwuma na omampani John Dramani Mahama e de ahya wonsa no. Wati ase.
Your point maybe so asem bi. Aka me. Me ran fi no anko.
Se wati adwuma na e de ahya wonsa na se a. Ansan wetimi ayaye ni ye. Na se wo ye no ye ni ye a, yen a yaka wachire no ye be benefit. Misal tufu bi last year, say position bi a de ama no, enye wani so nyansafo se wo nko ne party nim o qualify for that position. Fashion otirim say ye were nipa more than hundreds.
Yeah.
E wachire a, they equally qualify for that position. But who na who hold that position no, eye akwanya bi no dum bi e na adomo. Enti so dum bi no de ye de adomo de ade na obeye. De obeye ne say obepe kwan a obefa so a sa office no onso betimia create opportunity for the hundreds na enka omo qualify ho no se o create that opportunity for them a boache obia ni mrew na mom se o koye se me ne mabetena ha ne me ne mete ha ne me nko an mete ha de a wani beba ho so ne ye do wase ye be do wase no wa anhwe yi a obeka ewura a nko a usi ho opesi kakra bi pe obehye na wo hia na se nua na esisi ho ne dodo na ahia na chese ope na esi asase no so no ope no a esi asase no so de party no eho ene binum mfo mo ani hwe afi wei asemo e kan last year no yentime nkan afi enti boache the pain aspect I'm going through any appointees no.
Okay.
Last year we were speaking for appointees. This year we have no business speaking for them. You must come out to explain why this couldn't happen. yɛba aban mu pɛpɛɛpɛ ɛna road minister and boache media na nkrɔfo afa ne sɛ moyɛ pro NDC no
Yeah.
ɛnsɛ sɛ mo katakata nneɛma bi so you should have to probe because party no ɛnɛ ɛne yɛde headquarters ato Rawlings no.
Yeah.
What did he believe in? Probity,
And accountability.
accountability,
Yes,
and social justice. Yaba ba mu pepepe minister, road minister Kwame Abuja. Oko pokwase.
Yeah.
Road ne so.
Yeah.
True or false?
True.
On the contractor ne kabo my timeline. True or false?
Yeah.
Have they met it?
No.
Why? Are they explaining it to us? We need accountability from them. Yes.
April.
Yes. We are in June.
May June.
They should respect us by explaining to us why they couldn't meet the target. I'm very, very serious on this.
That's true. And we were told, say, yeah, 2 years this camera.
Yes.
More than 800 million.
We need explanation. 2. Ebro Mampeni John Dramani Mahama be 2 ebedi president president no. Otu anamon. And we call Malam eha. Eko hu building. And the president ordered the demolition of that building. The building is still there. Or the Sheni Pansa. Why is the building still there?
Yeah.
Malam Junction.
Okay.
Okay. Koshifhe video is available. President formed sanitation task force. What was the purpose of that sanitation task force? The purpose for that sanitation task force, ne say, sensuire ba enyiri yen. Sensu yiri yen. Is it the case say kebe yiri achensi? Anaso mo anyo mo adwuma. We need explanation.
Now, works and housing, Papa no way.
Me kamba ho. Hwe maba be ka kire o. Obkaya me ka say honorable fellows kwachi ofusu accountability series na no oye no. No ofre ministers ba na ebi ba bi ma.
Yeah.
Why are they not coming? Is it the case that they are not performing? Omuntimi mekasa na. Year 2026.
Yeah.
Abaina nya 1 year.
See, I can't out 1.5 years.
Obia ye ma appointment no. Omo nche kra no. Omo 10 months. Se office na ye do call in 10 months nie. Untimi unti office na se a, you have no business staying there. Leave. Yeah, baba mu no. We knew the problem in the government. Ye nim se eha nye. O de fa na se bia ye de call ho no na onti system na se. By now there is ultimate ase. Intermediate honorable Kennedy ebe me ya ese the cost on the cost because of the Ashanti region. The few ministers are in ya and oka home. But in ya nye. Ena ye man nipa baako efelua enka ye nyina. Wachi de enti amama ni abre saa de we ho ne se. Obia o follow NDC branch election in 2022. I will follow this year no will tell you said there is a problem ahead. If they don't know. 2022 said the nipa chirika so, nipa bufa so, a person who contest the whole branch position. The interest is not today, like today. Se party in Penifo be kind of cratcherewa. I have bisamadi.
Last week Friday.
Se oko branch B. I can tell you some branch are even struggling to get the 9 executives.
Some branches
are struggling to get the 9 executives. Baby, so what? Monko. Interest ni ho. Baby, so ho bi kura churo di ba onim di enti ese so call ye branch executive.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, a recipe for apathy. And we must correct it. Wherever that problem is coming from, we have leadership. We must sit down, find ways and means to solve that problem.
Obisa okotama Westa. The branch ba was obi yesi mo masa monko bi an contest mo. O amafo ni interest.
The obi an interest. O me say baby a omo to aba wo ho at branch election no. Baby kitwa me call pro is it East or Prime?
Yeah, Pro West.
Prime me kokoye
Prime
branch me koye branch election. About 2 o'clock near ye will lie move to aba.
2022.
Men make catch it all. A change general election. I have the video here. 2 anajo. Interest was high. Na me who that. But I thought say omon tid ye and I said na me so obo for say general election ye because kiwa ne da hotama ye vetting wie kiwa ne wo ho a nipa sam lie omo ba beto aba no. It was massive and it was serious. Cheso almost obia di won bia no obia di na mafiem no ofre nipa ama omo abeto aba for branch election. If 4 years down the lane and you are experiencing this, men can't say you're the bonnet.
Okay, don't you also think that? Mr. Question Wayne.
Okay.
ABR, the performance those executives putting up for 24 elections, you know, the members feel say they performed better.
Okay.
And you should allow them to go for another term.
Ope say uhunu say sad maybe nam form.
Yeah, but
enye de Martin nyina better reduce waka.
Yeah.
But so ope say uhunu said the all can ye the case.
Okay.
Branch executives na nkasa kra almost contest.
Okay.
Behind the scene,
Yes.
Radio Good, it shouldn't be on live program.
Okay.
Ask them to gauge their interest
Okay.
and their mood. I won't answer you straight on this question.
Okay.
But I know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
For phone, bet me a mouth list of branch executives. Pick the phone, call them randomly, and ask them whether what I'm saying is true or not. What did the mention say? Into what do we do to solve that problem at this moment? Why are you careful near 2027 will pay? Are very serious. Into we have this year to solve that problem, to rekindle the enthusiasm of the party, ginger it. Na enthusiasm no emrasro moral no emrasro. Say our form say year emwa the survivor of our political party.
Okay.
Into se no be year and semwa ye kai me so mampani John Dramani Mahama kasem na mamua. Na particularly obi a wama ne tumi se onhwe masa ade ni mbrem ani firi na ya. That is why I serious me ka sa ne mai. Hwe odo river any ya say the first time I come was
Yeah.
Me see a committee e de enipa to ano. Sa committee no they should come and render accountability or account to us. Say what went on, what happened. We need a part of your party, no, unless you don't believe in NDC. Accountability na share probity na chino. That is the meaning of it. You should be accountable to whatever positioner yediamau as a political figure. Inti meme de preliminary no as a ya take we Musa Dankwa sem ne de betisi.
Yeah, but it
wasn't part of what I was coming to even discuss. Na Samara boy, second topic.
Yabeko Samara boy, and the main topic and other ways. And so don't go say be no be ma take you off where they will say okay. Me call Asikuma over the weekend. Now we do Nyakrum Community Center at Nimho. Stretch na first Sikuma Honoman. Stretch be on me copy crew be so or the pampas walk a cry. Almost a fro brony crum. To be frank with you, a quino, and you more trouble. I'm expecting MC and say at least drip coordinators our more district at least one more enfra machine and your reshaping. A month ago you go for shoot. na kaswa ha aloke
Ofa sa kwan so.
ɛna mefa saa kwan so yɛwɛ ya
Enra me free enra me wo fus aguna da man.
ti sa from odobe asikuma side hockey ɛna weekend me sa call asikuma kazangaza yie for 1 month ni no menim say MC or no menim ni din de menim say MC no ho no mo no so on fa sa kwan so da boss ofa kwan bi so a whoever is the president ube dinatem
By mind you yeah ube the president at
yeah whoever is the leader of Ghana
mind
ube
you
dinatem
mind you e bi nso a na kwan no enye kwan obetimi de drip machine si so
meba aye kwan ye twa ya udum say gutters
me kire say e bi a na kwan no say kwan ye wo feeder roads ye wo highway
yeah but drip machines no omo de abase for now no em support motorable roads no ekwana enye no ali the drip machines to be able to shape or reach on your reshaping so that ebe motorable now kitaka wow kitaka wo no wo de no wo form no de forget it
onfa ho
untimi fa ho anase okwaba abesia kwabo so kan and I'm saying it again say whoever is the leader of this Ghana we say obi obefa kwan so bia no wan hwe yi a obeka se me fata
afutuo na me de mamo no enti ka oba ya no pay ofra akogan wie no nka opekra nka invite justice no apo na homam this yi de okohu ye no de bisa the question a high and crime first staff house 40 me betna ha chief of staff catch them say otie program no enti catch the chief of staff de mbehu ye ni adenti na tesa it is part of the accountability
say ye kan
se momo anya obi anye
ye kan so obi beti aka kire no
dabi obi a beti aka kire ba bisa no
dinatem so ntia
me kire say bisa no mane account
yeti Madina Niamodu Samna boy I submerged for the first time. Nina no aye illegal mining activities akoso yese tanon suum. Madin komodi akoho. And omo catch me say in so baako no illegal miners na chemunsia. Enti so we so atopa. Enti eba no e kwan so nam so ese kwa da se pum no okọ straight no ya block. When aye samna bo asem ne yeka, and we know there is a case before court illegal activities are cause of samna boy him say akwabretuo insutene dodo na ho no mtie den efrie asoman ne asie ene de ebinum aye no as a government say ne yekono na
wache we share video no
video na betima yo
ka se mere anho a
se we gan fama
na meboa mere hopa na mintimi mfiri nkran enko ka sama aboya asem ehɔ ya rehosem ba boache ehanso de ne ya rehopa na me problem ene se oman bia yeyi leaders a ene se yen ye oman fo no ye resources na ye woni nyina no ye yi o second fo ye de amount Jennifer boy ho ban enti ade bi ebema ye nkwa ye japade ene ayi ato sanimu no ye wo government aban ya esese obo sa ade ne ho ban enti sa ho ban bo na ama na atoyire nchem sei kusia na eye issue sa niema nyina na ye niema na ekoso wo man mu a eya de bone enu nti ye hu sesese ye to aba editia na nado danko akufu ado aban ye ba ye onu abo ama kofibu a e bone ho modern ote blue water gas ote Nimos boache eye den ne Samuel boy akodu sam pempenso me kai pa bra ye campaign. Omampeni John Dramani Mahama Kasimbi. Manije. Manu mining area. Man midru ya man kasa asem. Na yanhwe ye nipa bi be me ya trofo. Okay, so Omampeni John Dramani Mahama Kase in supervising and protecting our water bodies and the forest no. We will use what we call geofencing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the state of the geofencing? Mimuno. Until so Omampeni beka geofencing, nanka me wo solution. Say. Minsusu ye ne say. Enka ye ba ye ne yensu ansu ano. Ensuo na ewo wo Ghana ha kese ofe na yini nyina ye nim ne map ye nim ba bi omofa. Enti won say Omampeni John Dramani Mahama eyi ekwan express road Accra Kumasi express road no. Won say de ama military say omunyi kwan no.
Okay.
Nanka minsusu ye ne say whether military or police enka whoever is in charge te say nka ono abo amabu kofibua tano efri ha kopem ha tano fa how many districts na police district commanders dodo sen ene wo ho enti police commander ha ekosi ha ye de ahye onsa sanso we de ye ba de bibibo na bia akọ ho a ye de nam eja ginamoa na ye ba ne nam na yira straight away wo a people are not being accountable to their own stewardship. How on earth sayati naimos? Na juma ne so ohwe nsuo so. Onhwema illegal mining enkoso. Illegal mining no me mfa ho ne de onkoje krata a otu good. Nemom de nim say illegal no de no matter who is doing illegal. Obi a otu gold ewo nsuom. Obi a otu gold ewo forest. Enti ya de share won sa no. First illegal mine na obeta kill nsuom na forest meboa.
No.
Moye na mokọ ho no. We hunu se obi a broken nsuo granted me kan obi betena fia ka so ebi amana no ne atutu dida ho dada.
Yeah.
De omo anu omo tu gold ewo nsuom no. De no omo ye ni bi ne se ensuo ne kwan ni atwi fa ho osusu se gold no ewo nsuo nim no mo atwa kwan a divert ensuo ne kwan ne ba bi e fa no ma ne de akofa ba bi foforo no wakotu am
enema bi ebobo edeba medical cancer in politics ultimate and forget the past near no or you feel ye because Sasana the uncle be above the uncle to us and wako. But so we bobo be a bit 20. We cannot forget Nisi and Ra. I've told you, sir. The MPP shared that my Baumia your settings and Ra. Baumia no ko jogging. Sabu shefo to the shana. Je the one thing but in a quarter chem yamfa snakers. One shot one have one say Baumia. Hwa. No become me ba kwa na nya teche no. Wo di Baumia ko jogging no man for Baumia nka so onko he flooding. Baumia ko jogging. And I'm trying say omrane yamfa ha. Time of flood in sea of water region. The vice president Oba Ekotra kudu so ewo nsuo ne so. Meboa. The vice president Oba Ekotra kudu so ewo nsuo so. Ya so betima post video na mame a. Baumia now I'm prepared say flood meeting will be abonting. Greater Accra Regional Minister, tell me no so one was not sure on Djibouti. Sure. As like as national. Or jogging. The normal routine or surround power exercise. I don't mean go when a serious flood in the sea, I didn't start a chaba. I be just like I say what the cocofatich. I seconds. When he got there, I say my final politics yes of a problem no because only me a course. Bomia you know this flood in Tira na sanka flood in Tia. Time when you pay for to rescue lives no. Now ada. What is about that them? Not here. Mr. President T. Me maka. NDC be ya eja president mama so. Ne 10 wa kai. NDC sube guwa eja president mama so. T. Statement na me make no. Je the party and the former government. Umpe sanity. Sene kobasa president mama se obesa kobiem. Na Ghana for nyaji tum so onko as sitting president obeko as NDC candidate meboa. Je the party the former government. Etene NDC party begua. Ejina president mama so 2.5 years na kano. Se party ni subedi ya ejina president mama so. Reasons ni niye. Kwame na Afenyo-Markin call for parliamentary probe. Is that not it? Yeah. Other things we are mate. Or say, Sikana buy any baba boisson crofosne, one more flag me do minyano. Abani me chromo penny biano, woman accountable. Mr. President, the alleged Bonnie any Sikan people for a company Ghana for fast no. And yet I want to make one. And yet your friend is saying Hanan and Kwa and yet national service for Kwa. But in all cases, no, these are notable names and crimes are supposed crimes are so my illegal mining, SM Bank, same Babako, not a financial service scandal, not a fast sky train, what a fast sky train, me boy, a fast sky train, yeah, no cocoa Adiabako, and you course one people by no. What do come up with your market or accountability, no, boss, they say. Senka about what he's saying, which I know someone fight it, but Senka about when you bripa a Afenyo-Markin po and says what Casa Kroma. But Sabi and ne
what who accused a lawyer and I said who appear could be. You need to make sure he's available. Why say what Sabete say? Nipa we ba be kasa amache ma wuntumi but you be do court in no sa edine what is going on judge na appear could be die adwuma na wo ye ne sa no because nipa o say obeba betena se me atoto na no ama be protect a defend chairman wuntumi no list ma hwebo nyina menya abotra ko CMC, that is the case management conference mako study names are listed the breye say eno sankofo we na wo be from mo e de o ma betena dakem ema omo se be yatoto o ma no a omo defend chairman wuntumi but me do court ya no sa brand ni di nim die nti na wo ye sa. The judge started getting furious because now it say appear could be any chairman wuntumi no omo ya ma dwene say omo person abuse omo go court na nimfi omo pese case ni because omo dada court no. And this is something that happens so many times. Oh, and yeah, one day, oh, this is something I appear could be in each to me. Yeah. They never spoke about it. The judge did not speak about it. Even the prosecution and the AG never came out to say this is what Apia Kubi is doing in court. There was never a day the Attorney General came out to have a press conference to tell us, say, appear could be more, to the list, but say, witnesses way, Bekasa, near year from, na judge. We never heard the Attorney General make this statement in public. All along, the Attorney General was also focused. The Attorney General allowed the court to deal with these things. But say Attorney General be or pay public sympathy. Or say, I'm for my chance Anka, this will be his talking point. Anka, this will be his defense. He will be all over the place saying the reason why the case is not done is because Apia Kubia say, the court document is they go and check court proceedings. But the Attorney General did not do anything. Because the Attorney General at that point, his focus was to get witnesses to cross-examine, to get the truth out of witnesses. It's say, I feel the judge no ya mean judge no technically the all Kenyan say appear could be a court intro appear could be deliberate need the ho and a ultra court intro on person be the no or person delay case no now yanko enim. The name of this witness statement is not one of the names listed in the list of names of witnesses filed by the accused person. It is not for nothing that the practice direction on case management provided those direction to be taken or see enyekwa say ye case management conference. The reason tia case management conference and then say send ye beya Attorney General per se or the prosecution witness ba wo apia kubi ubehu nipa kro ubehu omudin ubehu nipa dodo send ye beya wo so apia kubi what the prosecution accused witness ba yes ubehu nipa kro ni din o say enye sa kekenti na CMCO butai bitare chire na sa wo beba court na ya meet na wie na betena court now the adefo fraba means say wo no court no person be court no. It's not judge no to appear could be for say they are all or say case no neni da no all book court he is disrespecting the court like deliberately. Now who read the document where a court document you can go and ask, they will give it to you and media. Now say person will follow proceedings say see court after this something happened the same court I mean read the scene show. Mekaba be see the attaching so the same strategy appear could be taking and no be no taking the disrespecting of the court, abusing of the court. Say court more opportunity to pay. They'll blow it up. MPP lawyers way appear could be an attaching way 2 days. Obe say no could do 2 months. That is why we have to be careful because court you don't allow these things to happen. The moment we give room for that, other criminals, their lawyers or their counsels, that is what they will be doing. Ochina omoko court into you menya abota medudwa we mu akiro. Now, when you move ahead, this is what it says. The bedrock, I wanted to read this is the latter part of the second one. Change in circumstances to cause a witness to be changed, substituted, and added. It is for the accused person to seek leave of the court, giving reasons for saying, and not the situation this court is confronted with presently. Judge Nika say, we are accused, lawyer, who appear to be. Now, so person was a witness, and now say witness be changing the D, and now we need the D from, and now be for Bishema. You have to follow the right procedure. Unim send a yen or court here, but what appear could be a yen say, or Becca say Kevin Taylor never another cum, Adiabechi, Yabano, not Kwame Mwako, Yabusana, or see when the agenda case in the uncommon Kevin Taylor. Inti Judge Nikachen said that thing now wo appear could be wo ye no o good court in mercy o disrespect the court no. In fact court ni chance or the amount say be the lawyer for Chamaun to me not to me a protect and I said defender no. It is looking like say what the sa opportunity no what the who abuses our opportunity no. It's judge no call point to explain to him say yenya sa adia wo ye no enye wo na wo ma case ni delay because we are not supposed to do these things. What the witnesses list bar also making sure so what this so but to be court now witness list no ebi ayira obi din nim into na judge na chire say ye adwuma say court mra no ho wunim dada so obese say obi krampa there is a way you do it, there's a way you go by it, but you just don't appear in court and say me change way without any formal approach to it or formal way to approach it. It's not judge say no what is going on no who say case no who disrespect the court no who abuse the court no. Now, court. Now, the bedrock in criminal trials, Judge Nekasano, the bedrock in criminal trials is fair hearing. However, this should not be translated into an abuse. Inti Judge ne say, "Hey, apia could be niche ma won't minti asie. Nyoma mo ebebrea mama mo chance sebio mu bu court ne abomfia mo disrespect court no mu delay case no o say saa nyoma na media ma mo say muntumi emfa nka mo asem no enkyere say mu betumi ebu court ne nimfia from nowhere we don't know where it's coming from no. I'm going to adjourn my case, meet you at CMC for you to explain to me, for the Attorney General to be there, for we all to understand each other, and come back again and put that person you want to put in the box for cross-examination. The judge still accommodated this guy. The judge on the case still accommodated. You see, in law, you don't allow perception to take over facts. And especially when it comes to criminal cases, when it comes to politically exposed people, when they are standing criminal trial, especially when you have an opposition that can create accusation out of everything. We have people who don't really follow facts. When you're a judge on a case, what you do is you give people the benefit of the doubt. It does not make you weak. It's what it does is that it makes everybody understand out of your courtroom, because and you'll be in a raw courtroom. What it does is say that leniency, that room you give people you even think are abusing the court. You know, when you do that, what happens is that you make the case more transparent. You don't give people the room to go out there to insinuate, to create an impression. Because you see, perception, when it's attached to a crime or a case in court, it basically dissolves the potency of the case. So I think what this judge was doing was that he didn't want to give anybody any room to say the accused person is being treated unfairly. Even though there were some things that this judge was supposed to stop, there were some things this judge was not supposed to entertain. A lot of abuses and disrespect to the judge herself or himself or the court, the judge was not even supposed to allow for some reason, because the judge wanted Ghanaians to understand that this case in court is not personal. She has no personal issues, or he has no personal issue with the Attorney General or even the accused. And that the judge's main focus was to make sure that this case, at the end of the day, whatever the accused has to present, they present it fully. And whatever the prosecution have to present, they present. So the judge was basically avoiding that perception that the accused person is being mistreated, the accused person is being gagged, the accused person's lawyer is not given the room. But you see, but the more lenient, the more diplomatically lenient the judge is, the more advantage Apia Kubi and Chema Wontumi were taken off the court. So you see, now when you give people the room to protect themselves, you give them the room to basically be heard, they abuse it, they take advantage of it. So we are judge and Kaden and Kobe. But all these things happen in court. All these things happen in court. None of us was told about this. But these people are the same people. Right now, what is Atachia doing? Atachia is doing the same thing. But I'll go back to the ruling. About what happened in court. Nobody will accuse anyone of being hard on anyone. And it's all and I will study there. You can see clearly say from day one, Apia Kubi or Shadan or abuse case, or abuse court, and a delay case, Now, shall you see it? Judge Nikasari, Apia Kubi Ekasaya, what did he say? I have a friend in Canada. He just texted me. He just told me say I should call the witch doctor Kukubunzam. Canada for any Xavier Kukubunzam. Xavier, I'll call you after the show. Now, Judge Nikasari Apia Kubi also responded to what the judge said. And then okay. Or say, counsel for A1 and A3, that is Apia Kubi. Or say, we have a witness statement of one Honorable Evans Adai. It was filed on the 28th of May 2026. I pray that the said witness statement be adopted by the court as a witness statement of the said Honorable Evans Adai. So, formally, Afenyo all catch the judge and say, sir, witness na. Judge Niko CMC some time back and ani diwo ma Apia Kubi mu yifri mu no Afenyo Apia Kubi ka say ai Afenyo dey witness no edi ba na statement nti yanko CMC ne yanko discuss biem. So you see, anytime I'm going to say if Apia Kubi had an issue with the judge's pronouncement on the delay tactics, on the disrespect and abuse of court, and Apia Kubi be raise an issue and say, Your Honor, or whatever, your lordship. In fact, what you are saying, without due respect, is not true. But you see, Apia Kubi didn't say anything because what he has done, no, on one him na oh yeah, na or abuse court, no, What if the judge did not have that patience, was not professional enough, has no interest in the Obika, just focusing on the case, and I can judge and react here. Press conference and Kapia could be about. Imagine the judge threw out this their witness statement out to say we have gone to CMC and that we came to court and you're giving us a different thing. Can him the Apia Kubi? Do you know the kind of impression Apia Kubi chairman to me they would have come out to put? Can him the Kofi Benton Babakano Abontene? Can him the MPP dogs? You know? Do you know how they were going to lawyer for somebody? You know? The accused lawyer Etinim Etro and I said the prosecution lawyer. No? Now, judge, you know, a really a year. Apia could be case in that day, no, because that day now Apia could be called court, so Oko catch court to say on your lawyer to chairman won't be no. Judge ni tie ni nsem nyina no. Na Apia could be argument nyina say judge you know twintwen so. Because we you know free say on your chairman won't be lawyer bim no. Chairman won't be for another lawyer until my judge no find the judgment mba. And anything Apia could be called court that time. So the reason why Apia could be called court no. Nani nyina say okoka judge say menya chairman wuntumi lawyer biam even though what date out of judgment ba no me make appear could be pesa wo twentwen wo judgment no so because mean enya me na me be chro written submission no media me ko obi na eba be chro. The question here is dey na judge ne ka that day na appear could be eba court be ka say onye lawyer to chairman wuntumi biam na in fact because onye loyalty written submission no judge remember from the judgment in back now because any on the better written submission or address and that say lawyer for bar which is attaching on the better. But the question here is the written address and not submission from the lawyer after the case has ended. Not judge actually judgment, you know, does it really affect the case? In law, normal law, judge it's not kunjuma. So the phone we bar and no and a judge no hon edibuan asem. Say what the pen we bar and no and a judge no ehwe say accused no the pen we bar no ka say any evidence and no na judge no hwe the judge says looking at the pen now say accused no ed we bar no ka say we need me evidence that the judge is just looking at this lawyers mienu a omudi